Hey, are we ready?
Hey, might as well be. No time like the present, y'all. Okay.
My investigation has been going quite well.
Okay. Don't start a fire. You know, if the light is that.
Savage AF, what's going on, y'all? We are here for you. You are here for us. We love you. You think we should just be friends. But
that's called a restraining order. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings. Facts matter. We are your host. My name is Black Pedro. This guy.
And my name is Kubla Khan.
That's legally legally.
I changed it.
Okay, all right. Well,
congratulations. Welcome to the stage, Kubla Khan. Y'all gonna see.
He's part of the Khan dynasty, apparently a Mongolian ruler or something.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
That's where the world is coming to right now. So we might as well get ready. Get ready. I got arrows, guys shooting arrows ready to go on the rooftops.
Release the arrows. We are a show, an adult show that talks politics, hot topics, and the current events, all in an I don't give a fluff kind of style. Now listen, I said we're adults, but the algorithm says don't curse in the first 5 minutes. So
which I say to it.
Phil Flarn, but we will be cursing in 2 minutes in about 50 seconds.
So,
in the meantime, in between time, just know that we're here for you guys Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Typically,
yeah,
but always live on YouTube, Facebook, and now Instagram as well. Shout out to those.
Except for mine.
Yeah, Shane's still in a bit of a should we say a diplomatic situation. I see Paul Reyes comedian over there. Good Humor Wasted official.
By the way, Paul touches himself way too much in public.
Yeah, well, you know,
I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
Went to those places.
I mean, yeah. Well, I think it was at the last time was at the ice skating ring, and a lot of people were upset with Paul. But aside from that, because I mean that's where I go when I
seems like it's a weird place. You know, it's chilly. I mean, I'm not sure what's
but as told to you, we're here for you, and also, but we're not just here. We're everywhere, and you won't know that if you don't subscribe. You won't know that if you don't get your together. Okay. So
yeah, we're almost cursing. We got a minute and a half.
So if you look down there, if you look below, it says subscribe to, and right after that, it says youtube.com/C/SavageAF World. If you go to that, say you go there and you're like, I'm gonna go there. Do this. Click the bell. Then you'll know when we're on, and then we can show you what we're doing.
All the shows are archived on the YouTube channel for sure. But some of y'all don't deal with YouTube, so make sure you also follow us on the face of the book, Facebook, y'all. Savage A.F. That's how you want to search for us on Facebook. Savage A.F.
Yeah, we got people jumping in now.
And then of course. More important than anything else, guys, listen, for just the price of one follow a day, you can feed a comedian on Instagram, which is more important than anything else. So make sure you're following.
Is it though?
Yeah, I haven't talked to my mother in months, but Instagram every day. At Black Pedro, y'all. At comedian Shang with a G. Also, there's the other app, Threads, the extension. At Black Pedro, at comedian Shang there as well. We did speak of YouTube, and over on YouTube, I do see some have joined.
Some people that go there join, and even when you get there, if you haven't watched the previous shows, you can actually give this show a thumbs up and those shows by using your hands like this. furious, quick, pop, 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 pop. You see that? That's what they should do. And last but not least, I think that it's very important to the algorithm. I've talked to a few people about this, and they said that it's very, very important, Pedro, that you not only subscribe, but rate and comment.
Participate. Share that shit.
And that makes the algorithm like do this.
Yeah, dances. Okay. Give it jazz hands. Okay. Over on YouTube, I see Lady Hazel made Good Humor Wasted, Damani Jones, Tamiko Show, Treehead, who says she's on the bus in the middle of nowhere and her phone is like 13%. So we got to do the good stuff first. Sounds like somebody needs an exterior battery. Be responsible, Treehead. Me, you, I see you too. LG. All right, man. Savage A, fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We're at the cursing hour.
Oh my God, your language. That is just uncalled for. You know what? You know what, Pedro? You have to get it together with your profanity and your potty mouth. You know what?
Got it together.
You know, and I got something to say.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh?
Yeah, Pelican Bay. All right, listen. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. It's Wednesday, July 17th, 2024, in the time-space continuum. It's 3:17 on the West Coast.
And me and Pedro really aren't going to agree with this show today. So I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, it's going to be
a little zesty, a little feisty.
When the Rams go like this.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna end with the motherfucker say what for y'all. I thought we were gonna get to it yesterday, but we're gonna get to it. And you know, y'all, some people really think this is a game. Let's see. We'll figure it out. But speaking of gaming, I don't know if y'all are watching The Acolyte, but you know, I'm into it, man. I'm loving it. But there has been a shift in the force.
What?
Yeah, there's been a shift in the force. Your boy Adam Schiff, a representative here from California who's running for a Senate seat, or he won the Democratic primary. This is why I voted for Katie Porter. You know what I'm saying? Because he done did some white dude shit, but yeah, he done fully pussied up and is now calling.
Whoa. See, that's what we disagree. And anybody on the feed and anybody in the IG, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about cat, like a pussy cat. Like, you know, he pussy like he's on some cat ass shit, right? Clean that right on up. But no, he is calling for Joe Biden's to drop out. And you know, he's definitely the most prominent and powerful Democrat to make the statement out loud in the universal space.
And you don't agree? Hey, G Willikers, you don't think so?
Like it's too late, dog. Like they already had the man. Like everybody went and voted. I voted for Joe Biden. Like the delegates, unless they just ignore the people's vote, are gonna have to give their delegates to or their electoral votes or whatever to Joe Biden. Like there's not even a process set up for them to just prop somebody up right now. Like,
yeah, they could. They could do an open. They could do an open convention. They could do an open convention. They could do an open convention, and also the monies that was allotted to Joe Biden could go to Kamala. Kamala would have a say to where the money would go.
I mean, I'm not against it, but I didn't vote for Kamala for that wasn't on the ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like we already did this whole voting process. Like y'all niggas are late. Like, yeah.
Oh no, because but a lot of people didn't know Biden was going, you know.
Listen. Donald, Joe Biden shit the bed in this one performance. Donald Trump
is just that one bit.
It's his pants every day. Okay. But the reality is, man, Adam Schiff is very close with Nancy Pelosi. And while she's not leader of the party in the House anymore, is still a powerful figure. So you figure this is probably where she stands, especially when she was like, they asked her what did they want Joe Biden to do, and she was like, I want him to do whatever he wants to do, which is like not an endorsement, but not asking him to drop out either.
And if you have Nancy Pelosi acting, vague, then what the fuck, man? I'm not saying Adam Schiff. I don't think Adam Schiff is wrong. I think that they're going to go down taking an L anyway. Might as well go with somebody that could possibly beat him. The fact that the polls are as close as they are, even under the circumstances of a faked ass assassination and also horrible debate, why not just go down with somebody that's got a little bit more vigor? So wide-eyed Schiff might be have a point. I'm sorry, man. I know what you're saying, but anybody in the feed,
okay,
somebody younger and more vibrant that could really take it to Trump in the next 4 months.
But
why not? Why not? Let's go.
So Miu's bringing up the problem. They say the problem is the people speaking up against Biden don't want Kamala. That's the quiet part. Notice none of them are giving you an alternative person, and that's a major issue for me as well. Something I noticed, like nobody's actually naming is like we need somebody else. I'm like, bro, you're talking crazy.
Cool.
Like you're not presenting anything viable. You're just saying, oh, he has to drop out. For who? Like who's going to?
Gavin, call me.
But like none of them are saying, right? Like we're people out here talking, but like the political heads, nobody's actually putting up anybody else. Nobody's stepping in and saying, oh, I'm running, or oh, put me on the ballot instead. Everybody's just panicking the fuck out, wetting their pants and saying, he can't win. He can't. Was not with that attitude, you pussy motherfucker. Get up and go vote. God damn it, we don't know who gonna live. The day JFK got shot in the motherfucking head, nobody was like, oh, well, he ain't gonna make it through his term, so we shouldn't vote for him. Like you don't know what's gonna happen to any given person.
Okay, but that's not the point. The point is a lot of you don't go by polls. And plus the Democrats, I've been saying this, they pussies. I keep dissing pussy because pussy is phenomenal. But I'm saying, but no, they punks. They punk bitches. Merrick Garland, punk bitch.
Miu says, Shang, it's too late to put in someone else. Not only would they be ignoring the 14 million voters who voted for Biden in the primaries, it's too late to add someone new to the state.
Biden's faltering.
What's that?
Biden is faltering.
I mean, he had one bad performance.
Not just then, the interviews, everything else.
And Trump isn't? Trump is standing strong and true? The nigga lied through the whole debate.
But the narrative from the media is not doing that.
You're helping that.
I know. What I'm saying is
you're saying this. You're doing the same narrative.
I say we get somebody. I mean, I already got my pick.
You jump. So you're
Cat Williams.
Yeah. I invented the White House.
He knows everything. He's done everything. He's read 3,000 books. He can come in. He's a good roaster, so he roasts Trump. He's fast in case they try to assassinate him. He can run a 3.5 and a 5.4, right? I got good ideas, man. I know that some people don't want to, rock with me on this, but Cat Williams for president.
I painted the White House black in one day.
What else everybody's saying? And it's too late. It's not too late. France did it in 3 months. France did it in 3 months. France is white. It's too many different types of motherfuckers here. Well, black people are suckers too, because they keep acting like he a G, because he got a little piece of glass in his ear. Damani says Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp for VP. Not Cat. Now listen, Cat. Come on now, Cat. We gotta go to the conference. We got to talk about the environment, Cat. Come on, Cat. We got to talk about the environment. Why you want to talk about the environment? So you think that it's too late, and people in the feed think it's too late. What do they think on IG? Is it too late? But it's too late anyway. Trump. I think people on my IG are right. I just probably sitting with their mouth open. Slick 424, B Murray. Oh, Ask the Beer Guy says Biden drops dead tomorrow. Then what? Well, the next person it's a ticket. It's two names on the ticket. If one of the names dies, then you go with the other name on the ticket. But they're not going. Kamala doesn't have a chance in hell because this country is still inherently racist and sexist.
Not with that attitude.
No, it's not with that attitude. That is what the world is. I'm not going to ignore the reality of the world. I mean, if I can't run as fast as somebody else and then I race them and I lose, you go, well, nigga, you knew you couldn't run as fast as them. And because of the reality of the situation, Kamala, unfortunately, no matter how qualified, whatever, just like it is with women in the workforce and also in general. And I'm not simping because I ain't got to do that for no pussy. Yeah. The bottom line is America, racist ass, dumb, frighteningly dumb Americans who don't read above a 6th grade level are not going to go for Kamala Harris. I'm
just not buying into that at all. First of all, she is the vice president of the United States. So 80-something million people have already bought into her being on the ticket. She is vice president.
That's a very good point. You know what? That's a very good point.
Also,
still don't apply with the white.
No. And also,
ass crackers.
Hold on. I also just really do not accept the America is racist, sexist thing. It's true.
Flag on this one.
No, it's true. It's absolutely true. But we've had a black man be president twice. There's a way. Like that was the point of Barack Obama. It's like if we can elect a Negro, half African Negro named Barack Hussein Obama twice.
Okay,
then we can figure out how to get a skirt in the office.
All right. Okay.
I mean, it's like that was the whole point, was to inspire us to think about doing.
But this country has regressed. Look at the people out there. Look at these fucking idiots out there.
It's a battle, though. You don't regress with it, though. You don't go, well, women, they won't vote for women, so we can't put a woman up. Like, bro, like that, then you might as well be them, is how I feel about that. You know what I mean? Like,
what?
Like, it's like you might as well just because you're doing the same thing. Like I think if Joe Biden loses, it's because all of these people are like, he should drop out. And it's like,
if he loses, come on, man.
I'm just saying, like, if he loses, it's because all these people are talking about how inadequate he is and not talking about how inadequate Donald Trump is. Like, literally, right. I'm going to keep yelling. The man lied through the whole debate. The debate where we're worried about Joe Biden's cognition.
And how much are they talking about that?
I mean, a sociopathic liar's cognition should definitely be in trouble over just an 81-year-old man who might be a little forgetful or stumble or was sick that day. Or sometimes he sounds like he swallowed a thing of sandpaper. I'm like, you good, dog? You want some tea? But the reality is he's like a solid person. As far as American,
yes, I agree with you. Right? But I'm saying people are
not some lunatic trying to start some white Christian movement.
Donald Trump looks like he has more vitality, even though he's old too and shits on himself and all kind of weird shit. But for some reason, this country exactly, it shouldn't be. It just like you're funnier than 90% of the motherfuckers I'm on the road with, and guess what? They still won't give you a shot sometimes because of the bullshit. It's the bullshit. Ageism is fucked up, but it is true. I get it. People make fun of me. Ageism, fatism, colorism. You know what I'm saying? Dickism.
All the isms. All we do is fuck
a lot of isms. Madisms. The bottom line is this country sees him as ineffective because of his age and also the gaffes he's had. And they don't see Trump, even though he's fucking way worse. Way worse. And don't get it twisted. Project 2025 is something that he's rocking with 1,000%. For all you people out there that don't know Project 2025, look it up, bitches. But the bottom line is, unfortunately, the mentality and the narrative from CNN with their bitch ass, fuck you, CNN, fuck you. That's they painted the narrative. And unfortunately, dumb niggas have bought into it. And I'm saying dumb niggas, hambone, have you heard ass niggas have bought into it. Tim Scotts of the world and all the little Tim Scott fucking orcs that follow him.
Dr. Chicklet.
Yeah, the black lady that cussed me out, calling me names and shit at the Laugh Factory. Her dumb ass bought into it. And I was like, God damn, I wish she'd have stepped off the curb when I was pulling off. But
yeah,
you can't
when's
do
the
that.
next bus?
Yeah, right with a but that's what it is, man.
Wait, all right. So look, Damani Jones says if Biden passes away, and Harris takes on the head chief, does she get to elect a vice president, or she got to hold it down one deep for the rest of the term? No,
she picks somebody.
No, she would have to appoint somebody. I don't even think you can ride in that position solo, dog. You got to have a backup. But yeah, we'll move on from this because we got some more shit to talk. But I do think this is a significant shift in the balance in this force, and is not going to be good for Joseph Biden, for a guy like Adam Schiff.
So put somebody in there
like
that is going to go down swinging instead of go down, forgetting to answer basic questions. I'm just. The empire.
Winning, I don't know. Trump doesn't answer basic questions.
No. Trump is a piece of shit. Trump is
absolutely. But it's like but
nobody's but everybody's a victim now with a big patch on his ear. Oh, punk ass bitch.
But I'm saying
it's different.
It's different than like Trump being a bad person or a victim. Like if we're talking about Joe Biden's mental decline, I'm going to sit here and argue to the day I die that Donald Trump is going through a similar or even worse mental decline, right? Like
absolutely.
Okay, so then then let's talk about that rather than just saying Joe Biden should drop out, because mentally, in terms of sanity, like Donald Trump should never ever have been fucking president, right?
Okay,
and like he shouldn't be voted in now.
He should have never been president.
That's the voice I'm gonna put
I know,
out.
and also we put a convicted felon into basically a possibility into the White House. I get it. Me, you says it, and that's what I mean. It's not just what my opinion is; it's what's happening. Biden is hitting it out the park. He has brought 3 new initiatives to the forefront these past couple of weeks, but the media refuses to cover it. The media refuses to cover how many times Trump has made way more gaffes than fucking Biden. Way more. Called him Obama, called Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. He called, and what's her name? That little Indian whore. The Indian whore that I wanted to.
Nimrata.
Nimrata?
Nikki Haley.
Shit, Dada. She was on the fucking RNC saying, I support this man and other stuff. 3 months ago, the same bitch said he's a danger to society. And he's a danger to this country. And now you just roll over. None of these motherfuckers.
God damn it.
None of these motherfuckers that are over there, you got to have a spine.
This is it, dog. Now they got a fucking, the news flash just came into fucking my thing. President Biden tests positive for COVID-19. God damn, man. Like, come on, man. Come on, man.
Get ready, y'all, for the Handmaid's Tale. I know all you women out there might as well put your pussy on hold for 4 years. All you men out there that are free black men, get ready for them to try to put us back in slavery and forget about all our history because they want to erase it. Get ready for Project 2025. When this keeps happening, that's why he keeps coughing and shit like that.
President Biden tests positive for COVID-19. God, I mean, Nick, this feels like Grant Hill's career.
Yeah.
That nigga was balling out and then twisted one ankle and then couldn't dunk again for 17 years.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
He used to get triples. He would get triples. He would get triples on the reg until his foot took a shit on him.
LG says, in walks Michelle Obama.
No, and she wouldn't have a chance either. Goddamn sniper.
I don't even know what the fuck to do with y'all now.
What are you gonna say? If he dies,
I'm about to quit my own show. Ow!
I'm telling you, that's how I feel, man. I'm telling you, that's how I've been feeling. I've been feeling like, what's the fucking use? Circle your wagons, people that are listening. Make sure your family's okay. Try to get shit better. Buy guns in case these snow heathens.
Learn to hunt small animals
Right.
and use
in case these snow heathens
to warm your home.
Yeah, exactly. In case these snow heathens try to do some rah-rah shit, because they're not above it. And you know, that's why the motherfuckers say what that we have is something that I in fact, I was just talking with Oliver Stone the other day. He had just got out of prison, apparently, or either that or he likes that color shirt.
And at the end of the conversation, I'm sure y'all were like, wrong button.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, what?
My bad. Yeah. So and Shane, you seem to be in this party of these peeps that really think it's a game.
I think that there is
the attempted assassination of
Donald Trump was a PR stunt to basically to solidify, because he knows that his numbers didn't go up like he thought after the debate, which you would imagine it should go up that high, but it didn't. So this PR stunt that he did, I really do think they did. There's too many questions. They found out about the shooter 25 minutes before that. They're saying he's up on there. I see him right there. He's right there. And nobody did anything. He was already in place and he was 150 feet away. I don't understand why they wouldn't understand that, because the AR has a 600 feet range. So if anything, you should have the FBI and the Secret Service should have done a 600 range, but it wasn't. And this is why this is more and more footage coming out that makes me apprehensive. Like,
no, watch this shit, dude. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this.
If you want to
puts the sign up.
Something that said, take a look at what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal, and then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she's filming.
And she's just like right there. She's not even freaking the fuck out. What?
So I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and firmly say right off the bat that is not evidence of anything.
Okay, no. That's just one.
That doesn't prove any sort of conspiracy.
No, okay. I'm gonna weave my web. Okay, and by the way, I'm gonna weave my web right now. Okay. This is just one video of various videos where the Secret Service at the time, right before the shots, were telling people to move back, that weren't moving forward. The fact that if you look at the video of everybody behind him, nobody bounces out, nobody scrambles, people are pulling out their phones or whatever the case may be during an active shooter situation, which is absurd. The person that was killed, we haven't, they said they showed pictures of him, but we haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything of that. The fact that they let him, they jumped on him, but they let him stand up and do a photo op.
I mean, you know, all of that can be explained in the other way. It's like, it's not, none of this is evidence. That's why I don't like to get into these spaces, because
I do.
But that's what it is. It's like, once you have an idea of something, you're going to start to look at everything in a way that will support that idea, right? So like, no, but like people not running out of the stands, it's like, to where? By the time 8 shots get off and, you know, from an assault, right? Like, bro, you can do that in like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, right? So like, we're like, I've been in areas where, you know, not mass shooter shit, but hood shit, and you hear whop, whop, whop. You don't just start running. You like look around to see like where the shit's coming from.
If you look at the video,
no.
They stayed and started chanting USA, USA.
This shit was.
They didn't.
I mean, what do you think MAGA niggas are gonna do?
Okay, they didn't clear out the area. Why would they clear out the area after shooting?
You clear out the president first.
And they didn't. They took that. Usually it's supposed to take 30 seconds. They took a minute and a half.
Okay,
They stopped and let him pump his fist and say, fight, 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 fight. It's all an inside job.
I mean, listen, but the Secret Service did a poor job that day. But like, none of the things you're saying are like proof of what you're saying, right? Like,
it'll come out in the wash.
Proof of that. You're just looking at the thing and saying she should have done this. That means
it'll come out in the wash. She was part of it.
Yeah.
Her name is Diana. She's from Chicago. She's part of it.
Sorry, Savage. This Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. The reality is we have no facts that lead towards a conspiracy. As far as we do, and none of us were there, but as far as we know, a firefighter did lose his life and a few other people were injured. So
we haven't seen proof of that.
I get that, right, but in a situation where there's a shooting that occurred, somebody got hurt. That's not a far-fetched idea.
What about Gary Coleman? Nobody ever came up with that either.
Who?
Gary Coleman.
What you talking about?
Gary
What you talking about, Willis?
The actor.
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis?
I'm telling you, somebody killed him, and nobody ever gave the answers. Tupac never came up with who killed him. They say they did. Okay, I know. I'm Tom Green. I think it was Tom Green.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. There you go. I hope a dead moose. Miyu says he was more concerned with getting his photo op and his shoes that came off because he had.
But you get shot at. Okay.
Shoe lifts in his shoe.
Yeah, that means you knew. You fucking knew. If
you watch it too, like they covered him, and then when it was like all clear, shooter clear, then they started to move him. Now we know that Trumpty Dumpty is not this fucking agile gazelle on the fucking Serengeti. He's a fat ass diaper wearing shit pants motherfucker. So it's not like, okay, let's move, and this 77-year-old is just gonna jump up off the ground and leap into it. Like it probably took some effort to get his fat ass up off the ground. By the time he got up, his shirt was on, titty out. You know what I'm saying? Blood on his face. Yeah, and of course Trump is gonna take the moment to pump the fist, and nobody even talks about the moment where he hiled. There was a clear moment where Trumpty Dumpty hiled. I see all of that, but that doesn't mean this is a conspiracy. Like, to me, it's like Trumpty Dumpty is always looking for an opportunity to make himself look as good as he can.
Crazier things have happened pertaining to PR stunts to the American public. Well, we found out it was all bullshit.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying there is no proof that it was.
You know about architecture. You know about architecture. Even when the top architects and demolitions specialists said there's no way the building would have fell in a controlled setting during 9/11. So there is questions, and it makes me go, if I have to question it that much. And I was actually watching Piers Morgan, who is a Trump butt sniffer.
Yeah.
And he even said there's a lot of fucking suspect questions. They brought in a military expert that said, I'm not saying that it could be 100% true, but there are a lot of kind of odd questions that are suspect about this situation. Now, it could either be some people insinuating it's a deep state. Okay, Miss says this was staged. They think it's
over on my IG. Ask the Beer Guy says, I've been around presidential security details and know a sniper who was in charge of local PD. Too many discrepancies with the security protocols.
Thank you.
In that shooting. Yeah, everybody agreed. Like, everybody's looking at.
So that's why. Yeah, that's why.
No. Everybody's looking at Secret Service and saying, "What the fuck were y'all doing that day?" But that isn't evidence of a conspiracy to stage an event. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not staged.
Everybody look it up.
There's no evidence that it is.
Everybody look it up. Gary Coleman.
Yeah. I mean, and I see a lot of people out there yelling that it was fake, that it was fake, that it was fake. I guess also, I really don't want to let go of this idea that it was a Republican kid from a Republican household that was statistically rated by the Trump campaign to be a highly supportive household, that it was his own people shooting at him.
Right. I'm not saying that is all right.
Then how is it staged and his people really shot at him?
I'll give you the answer to that, because I told you, in-depth conversation with Oliver Stone. Right. They took a kid that was like, I'll do this for my country. I'm a loser. My life is shit. And I will go take my life for this country. Pop, 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 whatever the case may be, to make it look good for Trump. There are people that think he's Jesus. This is how fucking delusional this cult is, that think he's Jesus. And so you think that they wouldn't take an L for him because they're fucking nut rolls?
Who took an L for him?
I'm saying these people that are cultists.
This kid,
for Trump.
listen.
This kid could be. He could have been. His mind could have been.
But listen what you're saying. Listen what you're saying though. You're like, it could have been this, it could have been that. Like you're inventing scenarios rather than actually looking at what we know. And
why would this kid do this? Why would this Republican kid do this? Even though they said he gave money to the Democratic Party.
What do you mean?
I know.
Bro, I have to say this out loud. There's like 6 million reasons to shoot Donald Trump in his fucking
head. God.
Are you serious? Like, bro, there's like an endless list of reasons why this man should swallow a goddamn bullet with his fucking neck. So what do you mean? Like, there's a million. How do you do this?
How dare you?
Are you serious? It's like Mark Robinson says, some people need killing. So, like, yeah, nigga, like WDMA is not fake. They tried to get it. Like, why can't we accept that somebody?
I know. There was times where I wanted to. But I'm telling you right now, no, I see a lot of people saying it was not fake. WDMA warriors say it was not fake. They tried to get him. They tried to get me. They tried to get me, goddammit. They said Dave Chappelle was attacked on stage for talking about them people, and the Trump is going to put a stop to their agenda. Wow. Staged with bad acting. It was like watching a Nigerian action movie on Tubi. See? There's a lot of people. He can get like this and went, do I kneel? There's a lot of questions. That's all.
Breezy JJ said, "Wow, Pedro, you actually said it. I got pushed to my limit here. All right. And if you're gonna ask, well, why would this kid do this? I'm like,
you wouldn't let me finish.
January 6th.
No, you wouldn't let me finish. No, you wouldn't let me finish because a lot of Republicans are still down with this fucking cuckoo chew. The bottom line is, he would do it because he's like, I'm going to take my life and take an L for the president, my president. And I will go up on the roof and I will let that roof be open, and the FBI and the Secret Service let the roof that's 150 fucking yards away, and a person walk up there when people saw him 26 minutes beforehand. He's up there for 26 minutes with a rifle and nobody takes him the fuck down before that. So it could be.
So, ask the beer guy over on Insta says, ultimately it comes down to Secret Service is responsible for site security. So, like, listen, all of the things you're right, like these questions should be asked, right? Like Secret Service should be questioned. I'm not saying like that it leads to a conspiracy, but you should ask why did y'all do this like this, right? And it doesn't mean, but it doesn't mean conspiracy. It could just be incompetency, right? Like they could just be incompetent at their job or on that day. That's fine. And Republicans want to blame it on DEI and having women and black people in the Secret Service, but the reality is,
but the women did
on that day they did not do their motherfucking job.
No, they didn't do their job. No, they didn't do their job. But I'm saying, I mean, you don't think that Trump, the showman, the fucking guy that used to act like he was his own PR person and call and act like he had more money than he did, would pull something and pay enough people and pull this off? They pay niggas to sit behind him and say blacks for Trump.
Yeah.
They pay people. They had to pay people in Arizona because he didn't have a big crowd. So you don't think that this motherfucker's not above doing this to try to get the empathy and try to coalesce? Again,
I'm saying it's not. I'm not saying it wasn't staged. I'm saying there is no credible evidence that leads toward that. I'm telling you, people, we see these things, and you're like, well, why they do this? Why they do that? Oh, it must be staged. But that's not really
or
how evidence works or logic really links up. Like there could be other explanations.
This military dude said this had to be the worst dude at shooting ever. With that type of gun, you could pick off a hummingbird, and it would be.
I will say that, like, my AR-15 is way easier to shoot than my 9mm. I'm not gonna lie, especially like, and I've never shot from a prone position, but it's supposed to be the most secure. But again, this kid also had no military training. His dad was a hunter. They had guns in the house, but we don't know what type of training. But it doesn't it doesn't look like he was super stud in high school.
No, not at all. But it is worth tons of questioning. And it makes people feel this man is such a liar. He's such a liar.
But listen,
and liars, that is a possibility.
But also, like, is it so far-fetched that a 20-year-old kid with no military training missed? Like, is that so? Is that like so hard to believe?
Yes, and it is far-fetched that the Secret Service, who has been protecting this man all this time, to be that fucking incompetent.
Why? They're in Trump country at his own rally, right? Like, I could see them getting loose and being like who's gonna touch me, right? He sits out there all day. I could shoot somebody in the middle of Times Square or whatever and get away with it, right? He's Teflon Don, right? Like, I could see them getting cocky or lenient or lax about their security, like. That's also possible. Like, there's just other possibilities behind.
Of course, there's other possibilities, but what do you think the general narrative and why people think it is staged? Because the way this man has gone at it. Also, I have no fucking empathy for him. And during this Piers Morgan interview, a guy named Destiny, who I do like some of the way he thinks, he said, "Why would we have empathy for people who were joking about Nancy Pelosi's husband being beaten with a fucking hammer? And we're supposed to have empathy for this motherfucker."
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. None. Zero. Secret Service, Treehead says Secret Service incompetence alone does not explain a lot of things that happened that day. Exactly. If it was just incompetence, I would go, well, the motherfucker's fucked up. But there was a lot of fucking giant gaping, push an elephant through holes of shit that they should have taken care of.
That could just be incompetence.
That could still fit within the umbrella of incompetence.
I disagree with Treehead.
And the photo shoot thing was like, yo, why the fuck are y'all stopping? There could be another shooter. So you just gonna stop. Let this motherfucker pump his fist. Stop. He stopped and did this. And the camera guy shot it, made it look like a fucking poster to make him look like a tough guy. Are you kidding me? I absolutely see there's a very good possibility. They're so devious. Snow heathens are so devious. The Tuskegee experiment, they're devious, dude.
The photo op, I think, is a spontaneous move by Trump to like take advantage of it.
And you don't think they're devious?
I mean, he's like, wait, let me get my shoes. It seemed to be around the same time as he's like, let me get my shoes. So maybe they're getting his shoes on him. At that point, they have announced that the shooter is down, that it's all clear. So, is it as prudent to rush him out at that moment? You know what I mean? Like,
yes, it is prudent. I read it. I read up on it. It's protocol. Get that motherfucker out the area now. In fact, he wouldn't have been able to stand up where you can see him. You wouldn't have been able to see him. Secret Service is supposed to cover that motherfucker. And they let him fist bump. Have enough time where he said, fight. And the crowd to have enough time. And they're not running. They're not scared. They're just sitting there. And the motherfuckers get to start chanting USA and all that other redneck, white, fucking crackalicious shit. Let me tell you something.
I mean, listen,
put none of this shit past these motherfuckers.
Bro, I'll be the first one to admit I am upset that Trump lived. I'll say that shit out loud in front of everybody all motherfucking day, okay? But I'm not gonna let that emotion steer me towards this idea, like this belief that this was just staged. Like, I'm actually just gonna hold on to the facts we have so far, and we can all speculate about things. You brought up the World Trade Center and my architecture, background, like. Bro, my junior year, we did a whole structural analysis of the.
That was some odd shit.
We had to design a bridge to connect the two things, right? Like, I've actually looked at that building. You know what I'm saying? Architecturally, so yeah, it never made sense that the whole thing fell down like that.
And it actually
I don't have any proof of anything,
right?
But it looks like some bullshit.
So
but
what I'm saying
I'm not going to run around the world and say the government blew up the building just to start a war in Iraq. Right? Like, I can't prove that.
But people do stuff to start wars because of money, because of whatever. Because
most of the wars we've been in are under false pretenses.
False pretenses, money.
I get it.
And racism and shit like that.
But
I don't put.
But it comes out later,
Trump.
right?
I put nothing past Trump. And the fact that this motherfucker is a very good, distinct possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen unless you motherfuckers get out there and vote. And they're going to have to be into the 90 million range to beat this motherfucker. And there's already black people saying, I don't vote for Trump. He seemed like a tough guy. You cornballs. Your mothers are cornballs. Your grandmother's cornballs. You're from a long lineage of cornballs if you fucking think that this man is some tough guy. He's always failed. He's a bankrupt motherfucker constantly. He's bad at business. But for some reason, his white privilege gives him this cloak of fucking invincibility. Fuck him and fuck all you people that fucking ride with him. Period. Every one of y'all. If you're a black woman and you think he's cool and yeah, I vote for him and you can't even point to one of his policies, I hope you fall down the steps and your vagina falls off your asshole.
Miss says they're saying.
Sorry, that was a little too much. I'm sorry.
They're saying, and I think that's the Iranian flag sent a threat that day. Oh yeah, I mean, reports came out that and that not that it's connected to this shooting, but that there are like U.S. officials have confirmed that they uncovered an Iranian plot to assassinate Trump because he killed Soleimani or whatever, who was one of their generals. So like I said, plenty of reasons to kill the dude. So I'm gonna go ahead and think that this was a real attempt. This is a real attempt to.
Even if it's a real attempt, we are both upset that this motherfucker didn't go to the range a little bit more. YT Johnson, Repubs have celebrity backing along with the UFC. I agree with you. Not a lot of celebrities, but the UFC is filled with a bunch of cucks anyway. All of their fans, and I love UFC and I love MMA, but if you look at their fucking audience, they're not the brightest pebbles on the fucking beach. They're the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. This incompetent orange cunt stick is who they're looking up to. He has always been incompetent. And if he didn't start off with a $200 million fucking cushion, he would be nowhere. Are you kidding me? Y'all cornballs. If you think this man is fucking qualified for any of this shit, your mother's cornball, your grandmother's cornball, and again, long lineage of cornballs.
We don't know the whole family. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts.
Why you saying who hurt you? Ain't nobody hurt me.
That's the show.
I'm passionate about this shit. And Daisy, is that who I think it is, Ben? And Ben, and fuck you too.
God damn, that escalated quickly.
And everybody else that's down with that shit, and fuck them too. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. All right. Savage AF,
man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter, guys.
That's a weird way to end the show.
That's the show for today. I'm pretty sure.
Me and
pretty
Pedro,
sure I said something that would get me arrested.
Man, I'm stunned we didn't get flagged. I'm stunned the screen didn't go. But you went up. Pedro made me look like I was preaching in a choir compared to this. Like, and there's a million reasons to kill this motherfucker. In fact, if I had my hands around his throat, I would.
I'm not saying go do it, but it's like Chris Rock. Like, there's a million reasons to kick an old lady down the flight of steps. Just don't do it. But check it out. Y'all need to check us out live. He had a disappointed in me. Goddamn.
No, it happens. Whoever's in the feed, you know how we do. Make sure you check us out live. We'll be in Laughlin, Nevada at the Edgewater Casino, July 24th.
LA Comedy Club.
LA Comedy Club, July 24th through 28th. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, while 1 show Wednesday and Thursday. Make sure you come out 8 p.m. The show's at 8 p.m. Tell your friends. And also, I'm working on this now, but I already got the confirmation, and Pedro will probably be on the show too. 99.9% chance that he will. At the Brea Improv, August 8th, at the Brea Improv, Sharknado. I always do weird flyers. We'll be there. And it is, if you inbox me, you get free passes to come out to the show. Free, especially if you're a Savage AF listener.
Let's go, y'all. All right, man. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you vote for Trump, you're either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both.
Yep.